Good morning, everyone. Monday, April 15th. Yes, your humble servant is one day behind. Real briefly, yesterday was a nightmare. I travel the internet seeking out truth where I can find it. I go to places even the brave fear to tread. Must have picked something up. Bloatware, adware, spyware, Trojan, virus, I don't know. But this 2010 POS laptop would not cooperate yesterday. Quick plug for Securit IT. $5 a month. Best money I've ever spent. Don't mention my name, no discount, people. I'm not monetizing this channel. It took them 2 hours to clean up my laptop. And the good news is, you go into safe mode because nothing else operates. They plug you into a site where they take total control of your computer. They do it all remote. And I'm telling you, you can sit back, have a smoke, shot of coffee, and watch what scrolls past your screen. Impressive. I couldn't do it. If I had the tools to do it, wouldn't know how to use the tools. I can't make a YouTube video, edit the thing properly. Anyhow, best $5 a month I ever spent. Securit IT. Okay, let's start out, because we're going to be all over the place here, people. Oh, and then, after my cue, you got to hang around by your phone in case they lose a link. They call you back in a couple hours. Everything's fine. Yeah, but now I got the nice weather and I have to go out and get wood. Yeah, I'm not burning any more coal. Weather sucks. It sucked all week. Windier than hell yesterday. 32 this morning. Drizzly. Overcast. Miserable. April 15th. Polar vortex. My ass. But we'll get into that. Let's take a look at some words of wisdom from a former president, Ronald Reagan. The 9 most terrifying words in the English language.
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yes, a former president of the United States tells you what I've been trying to tell you. Don't trust your government. It's unbelievable. So where's this coming from? Oh, by the way, Tim and HB, mission failed last night. Didn't pull supper off. Beginning to think that alcohol-induced sleep might be better than a My Pillow. Okay. Saturday morning, 6-ish. Shoot up the road to the local Walmart, 25 miles out. Look to the east. Sun's beginning to rise. Beautiful. I'm saying, you got to be kidding. After a week of shitty weather, we're going to actually get a nice day. Looking good. But deep inside, I'm thinking, no, they're not going to let us have a nice blue sunny day. No way. Get up there about an hour later. I'm returning 7:30-ish. I was right. There they were. The winged bastards out there spraying their strategic aerosol injections. Straight white lines, people. That ain't no cloud. You think it's a cloud? Give me the name of that cloud. What is it? Cumulus Stratolinicus? Give me a break. How do you miss a glaring white line on a blue sky background? I mean, you could send 100 Puerto Ricans up in hot air balloons with white spray paint, and they couldn't do a better job. And watch where they put it, right in front of the sun. Sure as hell. So, that makes me mad. If I had a surface to air missile launcher, that son of a bitch would come down. But I don't have one, unfortunately. And I go over there to my kid's bar. And you know I don't like to mention people's names, so we'll just make a fictitious name up here. We'll call him Todd from the Barton area. Hell of a nice guy. Hey, give credit where credit's due. This guy can work wonders processing meat. He comes walking in and says, pretty nice day today. Well, compared to the shit we had the last 5 days, yeah. I said it was a nice morning when I went to Botno. Look out there now. They're spraying again. Oh, don't start with that conspiracy theory. Don't tell me about them chemtrails. On and on and on again. Keep in mind, not 1 minute of independent research. Not one. But he knows, because he listens to Too Tall Tom. He believes in his National Weather Service. But he won't believe Ronald Reagan. He won't believe former CIA Director John Brennan, who talks about stratospheric aerosol injection. So I'll tell you what, people. I'm going to really help you out here. Do the Google. Go to the Google main page and type in these words. Bill Gates blocking sun. The very first article that comes up is from Forbes, December 5th. Forbes magazine now, okay? Not a underground internet conspiracy theory network. Harvard scientists begin experiment to block out the sun. What does it take to get it through your head that your masters don't want you to have the sun? All week, a hazy, chemically created artificial sky blocked out the sun. And wind and wind and wind. They control the weather, people. They own the weather. Bill Gates. What is Bill Gates doing, the billionaire Jew, with the CIA and Harvard, blocking out the sun? What does he care? Climate change? We're here to protect Mama Earth? Bill Gates is your vaccination main man. Look at the picture. He's worried about the poor, starving black populations of Africa. Birth control and vaccines. Control the useless eaters. Unfortunately, people, we're part of that useless eaters ourselves. And you know, the Jews call us Goyim. Goyim is a word for dumb cows. You can't really criticize the Jews for calling us that because we sure as hell act like that. Herd mentality. Well, it wasn't on my media. I can't believe in this blocking out the sun. I can't believe my own eyes. Look up. Can't you see those white lines that expand? I'm speechless. Anyway, not to pick on Todd. Todd from the Barton area. No. But come on, at least do some homework before you spout out about what you don't know. A lot of things happened this week. And, you know, it's tough to do 1 or 2 videos on a Sunday. Bill Gates. Yep. Worried about climate change. Also, the vaccination king. There's a guy I take information from. Why do you bring that up for, Dave? A few years back on our local radio station, they had an environmental work group type eco-kook on there saying, hey, do you know that 12 people a year in the United States die from DEET, Delta Echo Tango for you military types? The active ingredient in mosquito repellent. He's on a radio show ballyhooing the dangers of DEET. 12 people out of 300 million die from DEET exposure? Yeah, don't use the deep woods off. Use the weakest form of it you can find. Yeah, get malaria. What's that, 60 million? Come on. So, who's pushing vaccines now? That bloat bag, Bill de Blasio, or whatever his name is, mayor of New York. And they're safe. We got an outbreak of measles. 370 cases. What, in a population of 10 million? 370? Oh, there was a significant number, Bill, old boy. And he says they're safe. Yeah, I get my medical advice from Bill Gates and the bloated mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio. Look into it. Do your own homework, people. These guys are pouring piss in your ear, and you are buying it. Okay. Now, this is an irony amongst irony, and it kind of ties into the upcoming video right after this one. Be sure to watch. Back-to-back videos today. I got to catch up. I've got stuff to do, and I'm getting stuff done. The biggest hate group, one of the biggest, from the tribe is the Anti-Defamation League. And before the clowns of Congress, on April 9th, you probably missed it, the House Judiciary Committee, led by the Jew Nadler, 4 members of the Supreme Court all over Congress, surrounded. Where are all these 2% of the population people coming from? Eileen Hershenov, sounds Jewish, testifying for Congress. What's the problem? White nationalism, white supremacy, white hate. We got to do something about it, people. Now, here are the haters saying, we're the haters. But we don't have access to Congress. Congress doesn't serve us, people. They serve who pays them. And how many times are you going to be told who pays them? The tribe pays them. AIPAC pays them. The JDL pays them. All right, let's take a quick listen to this Jewess, because she is something else, man. Let's see if I can get to this guy here. Nope, that ain't working. Yeah, you want me to fix my computer and I can't even click pictures around? Here we go. Eileen Hershenov testifying before Congress.
Strengthening laws against perpetrators of online hate helping to ensure that social media platforms act against hate and increase transparency in ways they are not now doing.
Listen to that nasally, whining, ever-suffering, always the victim. Hey, you just had to listen to her. I had to look at her. Ugh. If I had a dog that looked like that. People, speaking of the tribe, the purveyors of hate, the ADL, the Southern Poverty Jewish-run Law Center, AIPAC, you know what she's talking about? The anti-Semitism shit all over again. Anybody who speaks badly of Israel. And speaking of Israel and no-win wars, tragic, tragic, tragic. Earlier this week, 3 U.S. Marines died in Afghanistan. Afghanistan. Been there, what, going on 18 years? U.S. national interests are what? You can't name one. Oh, guarding poppy fields. Poppy fields for poppy. Remember? All comes around, full circle. I tell you that. I'm proving it to you. Partial to the Marines, part of the Navy, don't you know? And here's the saddest part of all, and I don't want to sound uncaring or uncompassionate. The grieving mother of one of the Marine victims died, and I think it was an IED, improvised explosive device. Usually you're better off dying than suffering the brain damage and carnage that follows you the rest of your life, surviving one of those attacks. Nevertheless, she says, and needs something to hang on to, for crying out loud, her son just died. He died doing what he wanted to do and serving his country. Ma'am, I don't know how to break it to you. He might have died doing what he wanted to do, but how in the hell do you figure he was serving his country? He was serving Israel's country, a country of Israel, Israel's interests. Prove me wrong. Tell me, what national U.S. interests am I missing here? Oh, Venezuela. John Stupid mustache-looking Bolton? Yeah, we might have to invade Venezuela. All over the place. Okay, and I think I covered everything. Next video. You got to watch it. It kind of all ties in. Remember this, Eileen Hershenab. Okay, people. See you next video. You guys have a good one.